And Rebecca Root is here now. Lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you. We've never met, so it's lovely to meet you.
Hi.
Judy happens to be transgender, but for me, that's not really what the whole series is about.
No, I mean, it's incidental that she's trans. It's a love story. At its core, it's a love story about a boy and a girl, and one of them happens to be cisgender and one of them happens to be trans, and that's that.
And that's the story. And what kind of girl is Judy?
She's a girl of a certain age.
It was, as you said, it came across a lot of difficulties. There was a lot of confrontation in the first series. Is it a bit more relaxed now in the second? More accepted?
Well, yeah, I mean, the relationship has moved on in that they're now living together at Peggy's, so a small house has become smaller, it's more crowded. But, you know, the course of true love never did run smooth.
No.
And there are always going to be obstacles along the way, one of which is work, finding a job, and Leo is looking for work and he may end up going to another city. So that's something that they need to work out.
And how has it been working with, I mean, I love Denise Welsh, and Janine I always think is fantastic in Benidorm, and she's done loads of work, but they must have a lot of stories between them, those two girls.
They do. It's often difficult, you know, when you're just about to go on and Denise is finishing off an anecdote about something that she did, and I don't know.
That you can't possibly repeat.
And then if it's not Denise telling an anecdote, it's Janine telling a gag about, I don't know, working with, you know, Mike Leigh or Jim Broadbent or something, and you just think these people have worked with, they're legends, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's often difficult to keep a straight face on set as well, I must say. Gosh, and that's kind of ever since I first met them, a couple of years ago when we had the first sort of rehearsed reading, which was before we even made the pilot, before Series 1, and it was really difficult to keep a straight face, just even then.
Just then. I love Simon Carlyle, I have to say. I know him.
Yeah.
Hello, Simon, if you're watching with your mother. Another legend that you've worked with was obviously Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah.
How was that? Because that was... I loved The Danish Girl, I have to say.
Thank you. Yeah, it was... that's that lovely picture. Yes, he's adorable, isn't he?
He has one of those faces that's such a truthful, gorgeous
And
face.
I think that's just also such a happy picture.
Yeah.
That was the LA premiere, and I'd just got off a plane from London, so I was a bit jet-lagged, a little bit. I had a couple of gins. But it was just such a buzz and such a wonderful moment. And really, when you think about it, I had a small role in that film, but you know, they really embraced me and Jake Graff, who also had a small part in it, because we're, you know, quite prominent members of the trans community. So the production team and Eddie and Tom Hooper, the director, really kind of welcomed us in and made sure that we had a voice and that the trans community was represented.
Yeah, and I should say that Boy Meets Girl is on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, BBC 2, 10 o'clock.
10 p.m. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, man. It's lovely to meet you too. Thanks.